Hey guys, it's Ethan. Um, Trying to make a quick video here. I know I look and sound a bit rough right now. Um, but yeah, anyway, I just wanted to jump on and talk a little bit about my phalloplasty recovery. I had my phalloplasty surgery with Dr. Crane um, 3 weeks ago on Thursday. So I'm a little over 3 weeks post-op right now. Um, and holy crap, um, it is it has not been easy. Mostly I just miss being home, and I get to finally leave Austin on Tuesday, so I'm excited about that. I'm really looking forward to being home and back with friends, and yeah. But yeah, as you can see, I had the forearm phalloplasty, so my left arm is still wrapped up and recovering. It actually looks pretty good. Looked a bit like a special effects zombie arm for a little bit there, but the top is really healed well, and the inside part right down the center is having a little bit of trouble, but it looks like it's going to be fine. It's just some of it kind of sloughed off, and they're waiting for the holes to kind of close up so I can finally move out of the cast and start working on my mobility again. I've done a few hand therapy appointments, which has been helpful, but I can only work on my fingers right now until they clear me and say the graft is taken fully, and we gotta take all the staples out. So after that, I can start working on my wrist mobility, which I can go forward, but I have no backward range of motion right now. Um, yeah, and then my leg, where they took the superficial skin graft to cover the arm up again, is healing really well. I'm just lotioning that now to keep it moist and let it keep healing. But that should heal up really well. Um, and the phallus itself is doing pretty well. I do have a hole behind my scrotum, which is not closing right now, but Dr. Crane's taken a look at it twice now, and he feels like it's really gonna heal up. It just needs some time. Um, but yeah, that's been my one concern. I did just start peeing yesterday, um, which, as exciting as it is, it's pretty painful right now. Just trying to get used to it, and it is not second nature. I'm having to kind of relearn that it's okay to let go while I'm standing up to pee. I tried sitting down, but that didn't work either, and it kind of defeats the purpose, I guess. Um, so yeah, so I've been standing, and it's going okay, but I do have the catheter in still until Tuesday. If they feel like everything's going well, they'll take it out. But the catheter makes it a little hard actually to pee, because when I pee, I feel like it forces the catheter up against the bladder and causes some pain, so that's not a lot of fun. um, yeah, today's kind of been a painful day. I was off the narcotics um, since about week two, but I have taken a couple here and there, mostly at night to help sleep, and then I just took one today because I was really sore. Um, I just started peeing yesterday, so a lot of muscles that haven't been used are being used, and I think it just created a lot of soreness. And a lot of pain with the bladder right now today. So yeah, I took one. That's probably why I'm a little out of it right now. Maybe not the best way to make a video, but I feel with it enough to make one. So um, yeah, and then I guess the last thing I'll talk about is yeah, this has been a lot more demanding than any surgery I've gone through so far. My top surgery, my histo, were all pretty easy for me for the most part. Especially the histo. Like, I came out of that really quickly and had no real issues. Was up and moving around after the first week, really. doing most of my normal stuff except for lifting, and even that I kind of started back. I mean, not lifting, I don't really lift weights, but lifting weights heavier than like 15, 20 pounds. I was kind of doing that by week 5, which was a week earlier than what they had said, but I felt good and I took it easy and everything felt fine. I didn't feel like I was in pain or anything. But yeah, so I had a really easy time with those two, or mostly easy time with those two, and this one has just like kicked my ass. I think I underestimated how much it would take out of me to have 3 different surgical sites healing at the same time. When you got the arm, the leg, and then the whole groin region, really, because everything's sewn up down there and it's not pretty. So yeah, that I think has really mentally taken a lot out of me, to feel so useless, I guess, at times, but also just like different things have felt bad at different times. So like my arm might feel really good one day, but then my groin feels terrible and my leg is stiff or something, and and then I'll be like, oh, the leg feels better today and my groin feels a little bit better, and now my arm hurts. So it's sometimes it feels like 2 steps forward, 3 steps back sort of thing. But I think I'm making pretty good progress. Dr. Crane's been really happy with how everything looks at all my checkups, so that's good. I have my final one Tuesday, and then I fly out to go home. So, but yeah, mentally, this is just a tough surgery, and emotionally, I felt pretty emotional the last couple weeks. And week 2 was probably my low point. I felt pretty depressed, which is pretty common with surgery, the post-op depression. But I also felt really irritable and really I felt a sense of regret, which was really hard, and I was made me more upset, with myself, I think, at that point. And I wouldn't say the regret. I think at first I thought the regret was to do with just having gone through with the surgery and like maybe it wasn't the right thing for me, but I don't think that's it at this point. Now that I've moved past that a little bit, it's more just the regret of like giving up my sense of normalcy, and that has really been the hardest for me, is lacking a sense of normalcy and knowing that it's going to be a while before I feel totally back to normal again. I have a long ways to go with my arm. It'd be nice to be pain free for more than a day or two. And yeah, there's still a lot that needs to heal internally and externally, and I'm trying to take it one day at a time. But yeah, it has been really hard, and that's not to say to anybody not to do it or not to go through with it, but just know that it is really difficult. um, and I keep saying that, and I feel like I'm harping on it, but um, there's no way to really prepare for this kind of intensity of recovery. Um, you just have to kind of go into it as emotionally stable, I think, as you can. Know the risks and just, plan for complications that might come up. I really haven't had any except for that hole right now, which I've been pretty lucky with. Um, I can't imagine having more extensive complications right now. My heart goes out to the guys that have had bigger issues, because it's hard enough as it is to not really have um, had any complications, and um, yeah, it's just still hard. Yeah, but I will say there's been some moments of excitement. My friend got me some underwear that are nice and supportive, so it was fun getting to try those on, like seeing how everything looked in these cool underwear. much cooler than anything I've owned before, so that was fun. And I think just the sense of looking forward to things healing, certainly peeing standing up yesterday for the first time was pretty cool, but also kind of, you know, painful, so took away from it a little bit, but I was still excited to pee. Um, you know, and I don't know. There's been other moments where I've just been like, holy shit, I have a penis now. And, you know, that was created by a doctor and put on me, you know, as my own skin. But it's pretty amazing, like, when I think about it, what has to go into this surgery, and that, you know, after a year of, you know, getting things planned, prepared, and going through all the process to get this, you know, covered by insurance, and you know, just getting everything in place to be able to do this. And now it's done, and now I just need to look forward to recovering. And I'm a little unsure right now if I'll go for implants, but I have some time on that. I can't do it until about 9 months out, so um, I will get to that when I get to that. You know, 9 months is the earliest. I can obviously do it whenever I want, so, you know, it might be a while. And when I was in my worst point during week 2, I felt like that's it. I will never have another surgery again, and I'm not doing anymore. I'm just gonna have to learn to be happy with everything as it is. But, you know, I've thought about it, and I think I would still like potentially at least the scrotal implants, so I can have more full looking scrotum, I guess. That would be nice, but not a deal breaker. I actually came out with a pretty good size scrotum, I think. And yeah, you know, I'm happy with the size. It is taking a little getting used to, just because I've never had anything before there, and also I didn't really pack beforehand, so, you know, my sense of having something down there is, you know, changed, obviously. But yeah, yeah, I guess that's really it. I know it's been a little rambly, but I don't know. There's so much to go into with this. Really, I just wanted to stress the emotional part of this and the mental part of it. It's hard. Um, you know, it's good that I've been able to get out and do some walking. Um, I can't go extremely far because it does get a little painful, but I got the support underwear and just kind of go for like 15 or 20 minutes, and it's nice just to get out and walk. So that's been helpful. I did go to a park the other day, um, after my appointment, and just laid out in the grass for a little bit, um, and that was nice too. I miss being outside, and I wish Texas had mountains, because it sucks not being able to see mountains, because I really love my mountains. So I will be looking forward to that when I go back to Washington. Um, but yeah, I guess that's it. If anybody has any questions, leave them in the comments, and I will try to answer them. Yeah, take care, guys.